Hey there, Sagittarius. How are you? We're going to get started on your tarot reading for the month of November. Sagittarius, let's begin by choosing a tarot deck. Shall we use... I don't know what deck I want to use for you. I think I'll use this one right here, the Arc Animal Tarot and Oracle deck. Yeah, let's use this one. Sagittarius, how's it going, my horse people? It's so nice to be here with you today, as it always is. You guys know you're one of my favorite signs to do. And yeah, maybe I'm being a little bit biased because I have a Sagittarius moon in Western astrology. Let's see. Sagittarius, Holy Spirit, we are connecting with the zodiac sign of Sagittarius. What insight, foresight, guidance, revelations do we have for the sign of Sagittarius? This is a general read, guys, so it's going to resonate with you in any given area of your life. Could even be love, sure, career, family matters, just anything. Let's see. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Let's begin by taking a look at the present moment, the present energy. Let's see what's going on right now. What is of most significance? What does Spirit want to point out? What does Spirit want to talk to you about today? Let's see. Ooh, Sagittarius, Sagittarius. Show me the present moment, Holy Spirit. Show me the present moment. Just hang in there, guys, as I work through this matrix. Whew. It does feel like there's a lot of resistance, guys. What does this feel like? It feels like anxiety, I guess. Yeah, it feels like anxiety. All of these cards came out. No way, guys, the gorilla. Oh my goodness. The Seven of Wands, guys. The gorilla. I think that's what I needed to see out of that bunch, is this gorilla, guys. Gosh, this is such a beautiful spirit animal. For many of you, look up the Gorilla Spirit Guide. So the Gorilla Spirit Guide is all about gentle strength. It's about setting healthy boundaries. It's about self-respect. Here, the gorilla, the Seven of Wands, says courage, achievement, and it also says self-sabotage, Seven of Wands. So for those of you that I'm connecting with, maybe this month of November, you are in a position or feel the need to reassert certain boundaries that you have. This is about staying calm, collected, about not allowing, you know, maybe your temper to flare, to get out of control. Because picture the gorilla out in nature. I like watching this animal. I like watching animals in general, just watching videos on them. And the gorilla is so peaceful. He doesn't have to, I mean, he does beat his chest when he has to, you know, just warn, you know, others, like, you know, I'm in charge here. But aside from that, the gorilla is incredible. The gorilla is calm. It's not abusing its power. It doesn't go around beating up, you know, everybody in the group. It doesn't do that. It has this, I guess the other, everybody just knows the gorilla is in charge, and just by the simple presence of the gorilla and how the gorilla carries itself. So I feel like that's you. You're like this gorilla, my dear Sagittarius, where I feel like people trust you, okay? I feel like, yeah, if this is about work, it doesn't matter, okay, what this is in connection to, but I think you're showing some very strong leadership qualities, and well, they're being noticed by those around you. So I do see a lot of people listening to you, taking you seriously, and seeing these great leadership qualities within you, which I think could really help you in your career. Or just, again, just in general, I think this is something very good. This is about courage. The card says courage, achievement. What you're doing perhaps, requires courage because you're having to step up again into this, I'm hearing a bigger platform perhaps that has a lot more responsibility. Achievement, I feel like you are achieving a lot of great things at this time by allowing, I'm hearing yourself to take on more. Beautiful energy. Now there is self-sabotage here. I don't know. Watch out for that. We all do that. We all, do a little bit of self-sabotage here and there. So if any advice that I have for you in regards to that self-sabotage is don't hold yourself back. Okay, from certain things because you think that maybe you can't handle it, or maybe you don't have it within you to do something. Yeah, you do. Again, also setting boundaries. Okay, what does that mean? It means for many of you that, there might be other energies around you that maybe will try to test you. If not test you, I mean, I'm just getting, because I'm picturing the gorilla, and I remember seeing this video how these other gorillas from these other clans come around, and the main gorilla from the other group has to really assert themselves, beat their chest to just warn them, like, don't overstep, like, this is my territory. And I will protect it with my life. So overall, I feel like the message is that you should take yourself more seriously, okay, Sagittarius? So that's the present moment. All right, let's continue. What's your biggest challenge? What's your biggest challenge this time around, my dear Saggy? What's your biggest challenge? Let's see. What's your biggest challenge right now, Sagittarius? We have the Tasmanian Devil. And look, it came out like slanted, more so reversed than upright. The Tasmanian Devil. That thing is so cute. And guess what? It's the Five of Wands. Conflict, competition, hiding from truth. It came out slightly slanted. So look, I feel that's your biggest challenge. I feel like maybe overall, I feel like you just don't want any sort of, you don't want conflict. You don't like tension in the air. Because that's the Five of Wands reverse. Upright, it's tension, it's conflict, it's competition. Usually, I mean, some definitions of it describe it as friendly competition. But to be honest with you, I don't think there's anything friendly about the Five of Wands, personally. With it being reversed, I could see maybe, a little bit of friendly competition. But mostly what I'm getting from this Five of Wands reverse is that you guys don't really want to ruffle any feathers. You really don't. And I think the gorilla doesn't either. Again, the gorilla doesn't assert, his power unless he really has to. Because when he does, he can really he'll really cause damage. So I feel like you know your power. I feel like you know what you can do. And I feel like you don't want to push things too far until you perhaps you really have to. I'm hearing, but what happens when you do that? You let things escalate when you can, stop things from, you allow things to escalate when you can just do something now to avoid, I'm hearing, certain things later. So this Five of Wands to me is you, again, like trying not to ruffle any feathers. Maybe there, I do. If the gorilla is here, there is a need for you to assert your position. You need to assert your position, whatever that is. For some of you, it might require certain action. For others of you, it might be you might have to speak up or say something, you know. But with this Five of Wands, which is your biggest challenge, if you see that, it says you want to just maybe keep the peace. You don't want to maybe make a big fuss out of something. You don't, yeah, that's what I'm getting with this Five of Wands. So listen, if it's your biggest challenge, maybe it's saying that you do. Absolutely, guys. You know, maybe that sounds a little bit negative, but no, it doesn't. You know, you gotta beat your chest this time around. That's it. You're not hurting anybody. You're just, you know, you're letting it be known, you know, to those around you, like I'm in charge or I know what I'm doing. Don't mess with me. Don't overstep these boundaries. You respect me. You treat me this way. I am okay with this. I'm not okay with that. That's what we have going on here. Nice. Okay, let's continue. I'm just kind of, you know, going with the flow here. I don't really have any specific tarot spread that I'm doing. Let's see. Let's take a look at the energy around you. Let's take a look at the energy, the influences around you. Okay, this could be people, a certain environment. Let's see what's going on there. Show me the environment, Sagittarius's environment, Holy Spirit. What is the environment like? People, what's around? Let's see. What does that look like? Here we go. We have the weasel. Okay. There's a weasel. There's a weasel around you. Interesting. This is the Seven of Swords. So there is like a little sneaky energy around you. Okay. The Seven of Swords could certainly test its boundaries. It'll push your buttons, the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords it's usually considered the thief. It's a very sly person, which says what? It's a person that will try to get away with things, okay? The weasel. That's the energy around you, doesn't it go? And it says, the devil is in the details, secrecy and masks. That's the energy around you, okay? So the energy around you is... there is secrecy. It kind of feels like you're there's like right now I'm kind of feeling like a little bit of feeling like left out, but only because it's like purposely being done. The devil's in the details. Secrecy and mask. Okay, with this mask, again, to me, it gives me the vibe that you can't really trust everybody. You can't really trust. Maybe some people are portraying themselves a certain way, but they have a certain agenda. Absolutely. Seven of Swords. Secrecy. There's a lot of things that are not being fully exposed. Perhaps there is like withholding of information. And again, guys, the Seven of Swords, it's a tricky energy to work around, okay? So that could be a certain individual around you, this weasel. And then we have the stork. Maybe there is somebody with long legs here. I'm just going to throw that out. Or there's something about their face that's kind of long for some of you. The Six of Swords, better times ahead, new home and health. And then we have this hummingbird. It says Four of Wands, homecoming, rest after labor, nirvana, hummingbird. Okay, so I feel like everybody's just trying to be careful around because that for sure is the Seven of Swords. You have to, you know, watch yourself, be careful, be extra cautious. So that overall is the energy around you. So listen, you're coming forth with this gorilla energy. And what did I say about the gorilla? The gorilla doesn't have to do much, does he? Have you look it up? You know who you guys, Shabani? You guys should look up Shabani. I think that's the way you pronounce his name, Shabani. I believe it's a Japanese gorilla. And he is the most magnificent creature, gorilla, I have ever seen. That creature is, he's a handsome gorilla. Look it up, Shabani. And he is, I mean, I could watch Shabani for hours, and I won't get bored, and I will find just the whole thing entertaining and just completely amazing. Shabani, guys, look him up. The gorilla, guys, it just, the way that it walks, I'm telling you, it doesn't have to do much. I mean, look at it. The silverback gorilla, it just walks just the way that it walks. It's very dominant, and it's speaking to you with the way that it's walking. Okay, so I feel like that's you. You're like this gorilla that's like, don't mess with me, you know, like, here I am, like, you know, just, you're sending out these signals like, watch yourself, okay, watch yourself with me. And I feel like the environment, those are the signals that they're picking up with the Seven of Swords. So I do sense that those around you know that they have to, you know, watch themselves a little bit. They can't really be too, like, maybe forward with you, all in your face, which is why they have to be in this this weasel energy, which kind of just sneaks around. So I feel that's kind of like what I feel is going on here. You know, people are having to kind of, you know, work around you. With the Six of Swords, I do feel like for many of you, if the energy is like this now, I feel like it's because maybe, you know, things could have gotten maybe a little bit, they could have gone south a little bit, gone a little bit bad in the past, in the recent past, perhaps. Because everybody, look, the gorilla doesn't want, look, I don't want to have to beat you up, okay? But I will, okay, if you try to take what's mine. That's the thing about the gorilla. I mean, it's an incredibly protective energy. Just don't touch what's mine. Don't touch what's mine. Don't try to come in here and try to dominate, okay, because I'm in charge. There's only one in charge here, and it's me. So don't come here trying to rule and take over my kingdom, because, well, the gorilla will fight you for it, okay? till the death, okay? Two silverbacks going at it, goodness gracious. But I don't see any other silverback here, so, you know. The Six of Swords tells me that there is a desire to leave any sort of conflict behind and just move towards, you know, calmer waters. You see, and you have that energy too. That's you too. Like, you don't want to, you know, you don't want to have to, you know, hurt anybody. And, well, you know, I think the environment they don't want you to hurt them either. With the Four of Wands, this says homecoming, rest, labor, and nirvana, hummingbird. So when I think about the Four of Wands, I think about like a home. Let me clarify this Four of Wands more. Four of Wands, rest after labor. Honestly, I think this is in connection to work, guys. I feel like everybody's just, you know, trying to not overstep any boundaries, you know, and they're just trying to, you know, get home and safely, and everybody just wants to get home safely, Sagittarius. That's all. That's everybody. That's everybody in the office. They just want to get home safely. Okay. They want to get home in one piece. This Four of Wands. Yeah, rest after labor. Yeah, like, you know what? I just want to come here and I want to do my work, okay? Whatever it is that I have to do. And, you know, I just want to get out of here. It's what this Four of Wands feels like. Okay, so that's the energy overall, okay? Very interesting, really paints the big picture. Yeah, I'm just, okay. So that's the energy around you. Good. It seems as though everybody's on the same page, right? But remember, because that Seven of Swords is there, you will have to beat your chest, you know, here and there, because I do see others, you know, just saying, hey, well, you know, let me see how far I can push Sagittarius. All right, let's take a look at the recent, we're at 20 minutes. I really want to keep these videos at about 30 minutes. Not because I'm breadcrumbing you guys, absolutely not. Like, I actually really like long readings because I like what I do. And rushing, to me, it just does not feel right. I'm a Taurus too, so there's like a due process for everything for me. Anyways, let's take a look at the past. So I'm going to do this as fast as, you know, I can without jeopardizing, you know, the quality of my work here. Let's take a look at the recent past in general that is of significance to give my dear Sagittarius some perspective. We have the camel in its reverse. So without even, you know, taking a look at what it says, look. The gorilla's back is there. There it is. Many of you, this is your spirit guide. This is your power animal. Look it up, learn, allow this spirit guide, the spirit animal, the gorilla, to enlighten you, help you, support you this time around. So the first thing that's, you know, coming to my mind when I see this camel reversed is I'm picturing those lumps on the camel without any water. You know how the camel, they store water in those humps on their back because they're in the desert and they take very long voyages, you know, expeditions and journeys, whatever. And well, they need that water to stay hydrated to survive. But you see how it's reversed. So I'm getting something like that for you. Like, you know, you've been out of water. This is the Page of Pentacles. Quest for wisdom, abundant harvest, conserving energy. Oh, God. You see? Absolutely. Conserving energy. That's upright. So it's reversed. So what does that mean? It means that you guys have been like... running on low. Right now I'm seeing a car jerking, like because it's out of gas. It's like completely out of gas. It's like that red little arrow is way below the empty, way below empty. And it's like you're still driving, you haven't stopped for gas, and now the car is jerking, which means what? It's about to give out. So that's you. I feel like you've been, my goodness, maybe overworked. That could be. Maybe you haven't been taking care of yourself, okay? You haven't been taking care of yourself for many of you. And as a result, I'm hearing things have become, you know, maybe they were very difficult. You didn't see the progress, perhaps the results, okay, that it is that you wanted. Absolutely, it's the Page of Pentacles. So to me, it just feels like you weren't prepared. You weren't prepared for something here. Energetically, you were not. I don't feel like this is your fault necessarily, okay? For selective few, it might be. But I feel like there's different, you know, there's a lot of factors involved. Tell me the reason for this, Holy Spirit. Why wasn't my dear Sagittarius, you know, necessarily prepared for what they were doing? We have the giraffe, and it says, this is the Eight of Pentacles, by the way, apprenticeship, quality craftsmanship, mastery. So this is you trying to perfect your work. This is you trying to get better. So you see, I feel like the intent was there. You really did want to do, it's, you know, sometimes when somebody says you're not prepared, it could be because you know, maybe you didn't want to do it. No, I don't even get that. I feel like you are really invested in whatever this is. And I feel like your heart's in the right place. And I feel like this giraffe certainly says that. Is the Eight of Pentacles. Again, this is a person that, you know, they are invested in their work. They like what it is that they're doing, and they're taking the time, they're taking the energy to perfect. Get better at whatever it is that they're doing. This could be learning something new as well. Beautiful energy. We have the polar bear. Now, this is another thing. When I think about a polar bear, I think about some savage conditions. Guys, the polar bear is the struggle every day. It's a struggle every day for the polar bear. Sometimes it goes without any food because it can't find any food with, you know, the whole thing that's going on with the global warming. It's destroying the polar bear's habitat, and it's making it harder for them to find food. So it's a struggle. So this as well tells me that the environment, okay, that you're in, it could be a little bit savage. Yeah. So you see, it's like everything is working against you. Maybe you were thrown into something that, yeah, I feel like you were just thrown into something. And obviously, as we can see, you were not prepared for it. It's like, figure it out, you know, perhaps. And then we have the Four of Swords. And here we have a sloth. Quiet reflection, waiting till the time is right. Sloth. This Four of Swords, quiet reflection, waiting till the time is right. Four of Swords. All right, so the Four of Swords, guys, again, do you see all the energy that we have here, guys? Like, think about a sloth. Doesn't it move very slowly? Maybe, you know, I don't get that this is necessarily you guys, although and if it is you, like moving slowly, I feel like it has everything to do with like your energy levels, okay? Energetically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, I feel like you were taking on a lot. But I'm also getting like that everything around you was just kind of like, it's really slow. Like for many of you, there's a sloth around you, okay? They just work incredibly slowly, okay? They work very slowly. Waiting till the time is right. So you see, I feel like many of you, there was a lot of waiting that you were doing as well. Again, just everything, guys. Do you see that the environment, you know, is not in great condition? You energetically as well. It's like everything is working against you. You know, the people, I feel as well, you're having to wait on others. And there was a lot of like downtime. Anyways, that's the past, okay? Recent past, which gives us insight into how we got to the present moment, right? How can you expect things to be moving forward? How can you expect things to be moving forward? Let's leave my dear Sagittarius with some insight, and then I'm going to pull some advice for you guys. How are things going to be moving forward with my dear Sagittarius? I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I'm not on a chair. I'm standing. And I really like, I don't know why I didn't think about this sooner. I like it a lot. I have ADHD, guys, and you know, I need to be moving, especially when I'm doing readings and I'm connected to spirit. Like there's just like I get like highly stimulated. Some of you may have noticed that I start pulling on my clothes, my hair, or, you know, I just become jittery and restless. And standing is really, you know, creating balance over here on my side. How are things going to be developing with my dear Sagittarius? How are things going to be developing and moving forward? Future energy. Let's see. We have the Wolf. Okay, I like to see the wolf because the wolf is like wolves. Something that's coming to my mind right now is that don't they work in packs, don't they? It says this is the Knight of Pentacles, by the way. Reputation, reliability, and results. Nice, guys. Good, 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 good. I like to see this. This says that you're going to be making progress. Absolutely. That's wonderful, guys, because look, it's like everything's been working against you. Everything. So it's nice to see that despite that, okay, that struggle there, you are still you can expect to see rewards, progress being made here. It does say reputation, and I'm looking back at that gorilla there. So at this time, you could be, you're in a way being tested, okay? How far can we push Sagittarius? What is Sagittarius, able to do or not do? Maybe, people don't really believe in you, okay? And you're having to prove that, yourself in some way with the gorilla. Reputation. So I do feel like what you can expect is to be in better standing. I feel that others around you even are going to be seeing you in a different light. They're going to respect you a lot more. Reliability. I feel like they're going to see as well that it's like you're proving yourself here. They can trust you. Sagittarius is reliable. Look at that. We're seeing results here. Absolutely. That's what you can expect with this wolf. Results, reliability, and reputation. That's nice, guys. We have the rhinoceros. Get out. It's the King of Pentacles. Power, wealth, and it also says ruthless. Okay. This to me is just strength. It's like a rock, isn't it? It's like this boulder, yeah, this rock that you can't move. And it's earth energy. It's the King of Pentacles. Power. I feel like this is, excuse me, you're really going to feel empowered, guys. That's what you can expect. That's wonderful, guys. Oh my goodness, I can't stop saying that. Excuse me again. What's going on here? Power. You're going to feel stronger, guys, and it's going to be very hard. I'm hearing for others to move you, okay? Which I feel like it's a very good thing, because it feels like you kind of just want to stay in one place, maybe for some of you. Or if it's not that, think about like a rock, a really big rock. It's like it can't be impacted, or, it's like you can't just move it around any way that you want, okay? It does say wealth. So for many of you, I feel like this is going to, because your reputation, I'm hearing, is better. You are showing that you are reliable, and you're producing these results. It's going to give you, for many of you, more money, okay? More wealth. There's this ruthlessness here with this King of Pentacles that I'm seeing, which that ruthlessness, I don't really necessarily see it as a bad thing. Sometimes you have to be ruthless, guys, if you're dealing with ruthless people. And let's be honest, everything that we've seen so far, it doesn't look like people are being necessarily considerate or, particularly nice, gentle with you in any kind of way. So I also do feel that you're learning from this experience, and you are discovering, we could say, your power. And I do see you exerting, showing, this other tougher side of you, okay, which I think is going to be a lot easier, because from the beginning it kind of feels like you're kind of shying away, like you don't really want to show, you know, that that side of you. Well, here towards the end, it's just going to feel incredibly comfortable. Like I see you, you know, very easily redirecting. I'm hearing anybody that needs direction. Let's just say that, okay? Look at that, the Knight of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. So security, stability, feeling more grounded. Everything is stabilizing around you, which is great, because this means, guys, that it's like whatever place you're trying to get to, I see you getting there. And the great thing about the Knight of Pentacles, guys, and the King of Pentacles is that whatever, okay, these two do, which is Pentacle energy, is safe, is secure, and is long lasting. So whatever changes you've been, you know, struggling, okay, pushing to make in the past, recent past, and in the present moment, are going to give you long-lasting results, okay, that you can depend on and count on. I'm hearing for months and years to come. So you're producing concrete changes at this time, guys. That's the Nine of Cups, guys. The Nine of Cups. The puffer fish. Wishes granted, satisfaction and pride. There you go. Hello. Have you been listening? Look at that, guys. Wow. It's a wonderful result for you. Like I said, anything, whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish, okay? I see it. I see you doing that. I see you being incredibly happy with yourself, proud of yourself as well. And I see you just being incredibly happy with where it is that you're at. And whereas, you know, right now and in the past, it doesn't really seem that way. So I just see you being incredibly happy, guys, with what's going on, with where you are, what you have been able to do, what you have accomplished. Look at that. The Nine of Cups, wishes granted, satisfaction, and pride. Beautiful energy. That's a great way to close your reading, guys. There's also a partnership here, guys, whether romantic, okay, or business. Because here is the Two of Cups and it's the Warthog. Perfect harmony, sacred union, mutual attraction. So for many of you, that's a harmonious partnership there that is developing. All right, let's get a closing message. Let's get it from the Power Animal deck. If you want to book a reading with me, Sagittarius, you can do so by going to the link down below in the description box. It's going to take you to VotreVoyageTarot.com, where you can book a private reading with me. Closing message for my dear Sagittarius. Closing message for my dear Sagittarius. Any day now. We have the Mouse. Release worry. Release worry. Yeah, I can see how right now is stressful, right? Because, you know, again, oh gosh, am I going to be able to do this? It's kind of like what I'm getting. I'm picturing the camel, you know, and, you know, am I capable of doing this, you know, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically? Am I able to handle this? The answer is yes, okay? Yes, you'll have to beat your chest a little bit here and there, but, you know, that's about it, okay? So release worry. Really, you don't have anything to worry about here. Did you see that outcome? It's all going to work out, you know, fine. Release worry. Mouse. Let's get one more card. Actually, let's get it from this other deck over here. Don't worry. Don't worry. Let's get it from the self-care. Yeah, self-care. This is an extra card. Self-care wisdom cards. closing message for my dear Sagittarius. You don't have a thing to worry about, so stop that. Right now, I'm hearing you're learning how to be a leader. That's what you're doing. You're gaining leadership skills, and you are in a position, right? You're being given an opportunity to discover your power, certain gifts I'm hearing and abilities it is that you have that perhaps you've shied away from. And I do feel like these are it's a position of leadership. Okay, we have truth. Okay, truth is different at different levels of consciousness. Reverse judgment. Okay, well, that's very true. Truth is different at different levels of consciousness. Yeah, so, you know, I like to think about it like this. I like to see things in dimensions, okay? And, you know, depending on what level of consciousness somebody is in, you know, we're going to be seeing a different angle. It's not that they're seeing a different thing. So think about it like, you know, we have like the 2D, right? Which is like that, right? So a person that sees in 2D, they're just seeing, I think, I remember looking this up. It's like if you see in the 2D, you just see, I think, like color and lines, okay? Well, anyways, depending, let's picture like a cube or something. If you're in like this 3D, if you see things in the 3D, you're going to be able to see all these sides. But like the higher the consciousness is, the higher, okay, the dimension, the more sides you're going to be able to see of this shape. Now, does it mean that all of these people are looking at the same thing? They're all looking at this cube, but they're all going to be able to see different angles and perspective based on, you know, the dimension, the level it is that they're in. Does that make sense? So it says reverse judgment, reserve judgment. So I guess it's saying don't be too quick to judge people. We're all on this spiritual quest, and we all find ourselves on different levels. There's no need to put each other down or look down on each other. So yeah, I feel like that's what that's saying. You know, reserve. Don't be quick to judge others. Okay. This is what I have for you, my dear. Thank you so much for allowing me to do this reading for you. As always, truly, it was an honor and my pleasure. You take care, okay? Bye-bye.